Hey, yo, check it out. We're tracing pieces of the master. This is tracing masterpieces. I'm here at this location at the Des Plaines River looking for different patterns, different things that I can collect, small things that I can bring back and look closely at to find interesting textures, interesting lines and shapes, and become inspired by it, okay? And then I'll illustrate it in some way and kind of recreate it, recreate the life in some new imaginative way, right? Some visual way, okay? This is tracing masterpieces. So we're gonna try and explore, try and find something to collect, okay? We're collecting the pieces of the master, okay? We're tracing masterpieces, okay? Master, all the different masters in the world, all the different plants, things that control themselves in some way, have an identity, have a life to it, right? We have patterns of tracks, like we're tracing the footprints of little animals here. Take a look. Take a look at what we have here. I don't know what type of animal it is. Maybe like a muskrat or something like that. It looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes. And you could trace the details, figure out what it is. If you knew what the pattern meant, what the code was, if you could decipher it, right? Some people trace animal tracks, if they're looking for a specific animal. Everything leaves a track, everything leaves a trail that you could trace, okay? There's something leaving tracks in this world. There are details of its past imprinted in the fabric of space. Okay, hey, look at this. That's kind of interesting. I don't know who put that there. Maybe I'll collect this. That's kind of a cool little thing. It's kind of cool. I don't know if there's more of them. Maybe I'll clean this up, take the dirt off, look at the texture of it and the color, the patterns, that sort of thing, under a microscope or something like that. I'll try to do that. And then I'll draw it. I'll become inspired by what I see, and then I'll draw it, create an art piece out of it. A piece of the master right here. We're tracing masterpieces. There we go. Oh man, yeah, it's all right. Thought I broke it, but I didn't. Look at that. We got a piece of the master. We captured it. This masterpiece has some sort of alien life form feeding off of it. Look at those long antennae on it. It uses those feelers to trace pieces of the master. Oh man, what is this? What is this thing over here? What is that? We got like moss growing on the trees. Look at that, that's kind of interesting. We're tracing masterpieces. Check out this piece. Look at the detail on that. The contrast in the colors, and the light and shadow, right? It's just busting out of the tree. It's got depth to it. Yeah. It's got texture. Look at the texture of the bark and the, I don't know what that is. Looks like some spongy material. That's pretty cool. What's interesting here is my eyesight is level with the top of this bridge, so I can't see out. Look, watch this. Man, what's up with that? Why does it have to be like that? Couldn't they have designed it a little better, right? It's like, oh, look at the river. That's an amazing river, right? You gotta go like this, oh, what is that? Oh yeah, it's a river. Whoa, there's plants growing on the bridge, on the metal structure, on the matrix. Life's trying to escape, trying to break through the grid, right? The grid that tries to make you feel contained, captured in a cage, okay? We've seen a lot, and having collected a couple pieces of the master, experiencing others along the way, it is time to return to home base and investigate the pieces more closely. Here are the two samples I've collected. One is some kind of mollusk, bivalved freshwater clam with a dark colored shell. It's a bit dirty, so I decide to spray it a bit. I have a pocket microscope that I'll be using to take a closer look at my samples. It does a pretty good job, as you'll see soon. Here is what appears to be a dried fruit of a black walnut tree. It looks like it fell from the tree before it fully developed, hence the smaller size. This is what it looks like under the microscope. I wasn't expecting to see these type of details on the surface. It looks like there are some sort of small yellow round waxy bits that cover the entire surface of it, along with fibers that protrude at random locations. Perhaps the waxy bits serve as some sort of protective layer against the invading life forms. Next is the clam. It has a glossy surface with many grooves that run parallel with each other. They appear to be eroded in places, revealing an inner white material. What is the purpose of these differences in value? The different layers? Could it be for similar reasons for the waxy bits on the walnut husk? With time, these patterns can be traced to reveal some answers. So the only thing left to do now is basically just create a masterpiece. With my limited resources, I just decided to use some old black acrylic paint that I had lying around and a paintbrush to create it. The process was pretty simple. I just drew a bunch of unrefined and rough lines across the page, replicating the details I saw. The round shape of the fruit and the parallel lines of the mollusk shell become patterned across the page as I continue painting on it. These are just some of the details that I saw that I decided to replicate. In the end, we have a design that is composed of various elements that serve to reveal a greater picture. What does it mean, this mystery? Is this just an end to my story? Or is it simply a masterpiece awaiting history? Something in the future that cannot be predicted? What is this? All I know is that we are tracing masterpieces. Tracing Masterpieces is brought to you with the support of our patrons. I'd like to give a special thanks to Zarkanark, who has been a supporter for 10 months. If you would like to support the channel, visit tracingmasterpieces.com/support for more details. We also have a Discord channel where like-minded people can find camaraderie while exploring their observation skills and artistic talent. Visit tracingmasterpieces.com/discord to join the conversation. And if you enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe. Your continued support helps translate a greater picture of the master within each of us.